All right, we're here for set number 1 of the Conquerors versus Warriors. And serving number 3, Allie Whiting, 1 serving 0. Number 18, Emily Mentor sends it to number 3 to set to number 18. And that's a point for the Conquerors. A kill by number 18, Emily Mentor. Serving number 3, Allie Whiting. Allie is a sophomore this year at West Florida Baptist Academy, serving number 3. And number 8 sends it to number 1, who sends it to number 9. And number 3 sends it to number 1, the barrel, Alyssa Johnson, to send back over to the Warriors side, but it is returned by number 5 and hits the ground by the Conquerors. A point for the Warriors. 2 serving 1, serving number 4. All right, serving number 4. Number 1, libero Alyssa Johnson sends it to number 3, Allie Whiting, to set to number 23, Maddie Whiting. Sent back over to the Warriors side, but a tip by number 9 for the Warriors. A point for the PCA Warriors. Serving number 4. 2 serving 2. All right, serving number 4. And the spike by number 23, returned by number 5. Set to number 9 on the Warriors, but it's out of bounds. The point goes to the Conquerors. And 3 sends it to number 4 to send to number 15. And 1 sends it to number 3 to send to number 23 for the Conquerors. And hit out of bounds by the Warriors. Another one for the Conquerors. A kill by number 23, I think. And serving number 18, Emily Minter for the Conquerors. Emily Minter. All right, serving number 18. And number 5 sends it to number 4 to send to number 5. And an attempted tip hits the net. A point for the Conquerors. 5-2. Conquerors have a 3-point lead so far. Serving number 18, Emily Minter. And it's an ace for number 18, 6-2. And number 8 sends it to number 3 to send to number 5. And it's out of bounds on the Warriors. A point for the Conquerors, 7-2. And serving number 18, Emily Minter for the Conquerors. And it's out of bounds on the serve. The point goes to the Warriors, 3-7. Serving number 9. And number 4 sends it to number 8. And number 14, a tip by number 14, Janelle Riley for the Conquerors. And going into number 14 is number 15, Sarah Spade. Sarah is a junior this year at West Florida Baptist Academy. And serving number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson. Number 1 is also a junior this year. And attempted spike hits the net by number 8. A point for the Conquerors. Serving number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson, 9-3. And the Warriors are going to take a timeout. Currently in the lead by 6 points is the Conquerors. All right, we're back. It's 9-3. And survey number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson for the Conquerors. Survey number 1. And number 3 sends it to number 4 to send to number 5. And number 18 sends it to number 3 to send to number 23, Maddie Whiting. And that's a point by number 23, Maddie Whiting. Maddie is a senior this year at West Florida Baptist Academy. Server number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson. And number 5 sends it to number 4 to send to number 1. And the point goes to the Conquerors, 11-3. So serving number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson. And it hits the net by the Warriors. It goes back to the Conquerors. Serving for the Conquerors, number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson. Serving number 1. And number 9 sends it to number 5 to send to number 1. Number 18, Emily Minter sends it to number 3, Allie Whiting. Sends to number 22, Hallie Hartman. And that's a kill by number 22, Hallie Hartman for the Conquerors. 13-3. The Conquerors in the lead by 10 points. And number 3 sends it to number 9. And a point for the Conquerors. Still serving number 1. Libero Alyssa Johnson. Serving number 1, libero, Alyssa Johnson. And number 9 sends it over to number 4. And hits the net by number 3 on the Conquerors. A point for the Warriors. For serving 14, Conquerors in the lead by 10 points. Serving number 5. And number 1 sends it to number 18, who sends it to number 23. And number 22 sends it to number 15. 4 sends it to number 1. And to that bounce by number 18 on the Conquerors. A point for the Warriors. Serving number 5. And hit the bounce by number 5 on the Warriors right after the serve by number 23, Maddie Whiting. A point for the Conquerors. Serving number 23, Maddie Whiting. 23 is a senior, as I mentioned earlier, at Westport Baptist Academy this year. And an ace for number 23, 17-4. Serving number 23, Maddie Whiting. Number 9 sends it over to number 8 to send to number 3. And 1 libero sends it to number 23 to send to number 22. And 4 sends it over. Number 1 sends it over to the net by number 23, Maddie Whiting. And that's a point for the Conquerors. 18 serving 4. And our attempted spike by number 15 is out of bounds. A point for the Warriors. And serving number 1 for... Oh, and after further review from the ref, it is going to be the Conquerors point, 19-4. Serving number 23, Maddie Whiting. And number 4, send it to number 1, who sends it to number 18, Emily Minter on the Conquerors. A set by number 23, spiked over by number 15, Sarah Spade. A save by number 1 and hit out of bounds by number 15. A point for the Warriors. Serving number 1. All right, and they're going to take a timeout. All right, we're back, and serve for the Warriors is number 1. Five serving 19. All right, and going in is number 12, Kylie Morris. Kylie's a sophomore this year, and number 23 back sets it to number 22, Hallie Hartman, for a bump over to the Warriors side. Number 1, libero Alyssa Johnson sends it to number 22 for a spike. It is blocked by the Warriors. And hit out of bounds by number 22 on the Conquerors. A point for the Warriors. Serving number 1. 6 serving 19. Serving number 1 for the Warriors. And number 1 sends it to number 23 to send to number 18. And number 8 is going to send it to number 1 to send to number 4. Hit out of bounds by number 18, Emily Minter on the Conquerors. A point for the Warriors, 7-19. Warriors 12 points short of tying the match. Number 23 sends it to number 22. Everyone here for set number 1 and 2 of the JV match. It was won by the Warriors, both 1 and 2. And 1 sends it to number 8 for a spike. And saved by number 1, Elsa Johnson. And hit over by number 23, Maddie Whiting. And it's point for the Conquerors by number 12, Kylie Morris. Serving number 22, Hallie Hartman. Conquerors, serving number 22, Hallie Hartman, 21, serving 7. 21, serving 7, serving number 22, Hallie Hartman. All right, we're back. Serving number 22, Hallie Hartman. Number 1 sends it to the Warriors side, and it's a point for the Warriors. 8 serving 21, and serving number 8 going in for number 22, Hallie Hartman is number 1, Aubriana Gonzalez. Serving number 8. And number 18 sends it to number 23 to send to number 3. And that's a point for the Warriors. Attempted spike by number 3. Hits it out of bounds. A point for the Warriors. Serving number 8. Serving number 9. And number 4 sends it to number 1 to send to number 9 for a spike. And a save by number 12, and it hits the net by number 0. A point for the Warriors. 10 serving 21. Conquerors still having an 11-point lead. Serving number 8. And sent it out of bounds by number 18 on the Conquerors. A point for the Warriors. 11-21. Conquerors still with their 10-point lead. Again, Varsity is best 3 out of 5, while JV is best 2 out of 3. And number 23 sent it to number 18 for a spike. Number 8 sent it to number 1 to send to number 9. Out of bounds by the Warriors, a point for the Conquerors. And going in for number 1, libero Alyssa Johnson, is number 14, Janelle Riley. And number 14 is a sophomore this year at West Florida Baptist Academy. And serving number 12, Kylie Morris, who is also a sophomore at WFBA. Right, 22 serving 11, and number 12 sends it to number 0 to send to number 18, All right, number 8 on the Warriors is going to send to number 1 to tip over by number 4. And a return by number 18, Emily Minter. All right, number 3 is going to send it back over to the Warriors side, and an attempted kill is out of bounds. A point for the Conquerors, 23-11. And serving number 12, Kylie Morris. Number 23 sends it over to number 3. 1 sends it over to number 9. Number 12, Kylie Morris sends it to number 23 to send to number 18. And a block by number 14, Janelle Riley. 24-11. So serving sophomore, number 12, Kylie Morris. Serving number 12. Number 5 sends it to number 1 to send to number 9. 12. 23. And that's a kill by number 14, Janelle Riley, to end set number 1. We'll be back shortly for set number 2. All right, we're back. Serving number 4 for the Warriors. All right, serving number 4. And number 3 sends it to number 23 to send to number 0. And it hits the net by the Conquerors. It goes back to the Warriors, 1-0, and serving number 4 for the Warriors. Are you okay? And number 14 sends it over to number 23, and a point for the Warriors, 2-0. Serving number 4. All right, serving number 4, 2 serving 0. And number 23, Maddie Whiting is going to send it to number 3 for a spike, or for a push. And it's just a pass net for the Warriors, a point for the Conquerors. Serving number 3, Allie Whiting. 1 serving 2. And another point for the Conquerors. Serving number 3, Allie Whiting. And number 1 sends it to number 18 to send to the Warriors. And a point for the for the Warriors. And going in for number 13 is number 8. And serving number 9. And number 0 sends it over to number 14. And number 2 hits it out of bounds. A point for the Conquerors. 3-3, and going in for number 0 is number 23. Serving number 18, Emily Minter. Serving number 18. And going in for number 22, Hallie Hartman, is number 0, Aubriana Gonzalez. And serving number 18, Emily Minter. Number 23 sends it to number 14. And a tip by number 3. Number 1 sends it to number 3 to send to number 23. And an attempt to save by number 1 is not quite big a pass there soon enough. A point for the Warriors. Serving number 5. Serving number 5. All right, serving number 5 for the Warriors. Number 18 sends it to number 1 to send to number 3. And spike by number 2. 18 sends it to number 3 to send to number 22. And number 6 sends it to number 23. Maddie Whiting to send over to number 22. And a point for the Warriors, serving number 5. 3 serving 5. If you weren't here for set number 1, it was won by the Conquerors, 25-11. And a spike by number 23. And it hits the net it hits the ground on the Warriors side right after that spike. A kill by number 23, Maddie Whiting. 4 serving 5. Warriors still in the lead by 1 point. Serving number 1, Alyssa Johnson, libero. Serving number 1. Number 1 sends it to number 22. He sends it to number 5 to send to number 4 on a spike by number 8. Number 1 saves it, and a spike by number 22. 1 sends it to 3 to send to number 15. And out of bounds by the Warriors. A point for the Conquerors. A kill by number 15, Sarah Spain. It's now tied 5-5, and serving number 1, Alyssa Johnson. And it hits the net on the serve. A point for the Warriors. That puts their point in the lead. Serving number 1. And 1 sends it to number 3 to send to number 15. And a point for the Conquerors. A kill by number 23, Maddie Whiting. 6, serving 6. And that's an ace for the Conquerors. Serving number 23, Maddie Whiting. Serving number 23, 7, serving 6. And a point for the Warriors. 7-7, and going in for number 7 is number 9, and going in for number 8 is number 13. Serving number 13 for the Warriors. All right, serving number 13. And number 1 sends it to number 23 to send to number 5 to send to number 3. And number 1 sends it to number 23 to send to number 3, Allie Whiting, for a spike sent over to the Warriors side. Back to the Conquerors. Number 1's going to send it to number 23 to send to number 15. And there's a pass in it for the Warriors. A point for the Conquerors. That now puts them in the lead by 1 point, 8-7. Again, if you weren't here for set number 1, it was 125-11. 25-11 Conquerors. And a serve by number 22. And number 22 dives to save it. And a spike over by number 3, Allie Whiting. All right, we're going to get a spike back to the Conquerors side by number 4. And number 3, Allie Whiting, is going to set it to number 23, Maddie Whiting. And a spike by, or an attempted spike by number 9 hits the net on the Warriors side. It goes back to the Conquerors. 22. And out of bounds by the Warriors. Another point for the Conquerors. And serving number 22, Hallie Hartman, and the whistle for the timeout is going to cut off the serve. We'll be back shortly for the serve by number 22, Hallie Hartman. It's currently 10-7, and it's a 3-point difference between sets at this point. All right, we're back. And serving number 22, Hallie Hartman for the Conquerors. Serving number 22. All right, number 5 is going to send it to number 1 to send to number 9 on the Warriors side. Number 15, Sarah Spade, sends it to number 1, Alyssa Johnson-Libera, to send to number 23, Maddie Whiting, to send over to the Warriors side. And a spike by number 4, and not able to be returned by number 3 on the Conquerors. It goes back to the Warriors. 8-10. Going in for number 22, Hallie Hartman, is number 0, Ariana Gonzalez, and serving number 3. Serving number 3 for the Warriors. All right, number 18 is going to send it to number 23. It's into the Warriors side, and he goes straight to the ground. A kill by the Conquerors. Going in from number 1, Libera Alyssa Johnson. It's number 14, Janelle Riley. And sorry, number 15, Sarah Spade. 11 serving 8. All right, serving number 15, Sarah Spade. And a spike by number 9. And that's a kill by number 14, Janelle Riley for the Conquerors. 12-8. All right, serving number 15, Sarah Spade. And to out of bounds on the first touch by number 12. Point for the Conquerors. Sorry, number 13. A point for the Conquerors. Serving number 15, Sarah Spade. 13-8. And a push by number 6 sends it to number 15, Sarah Spade on the Conquerors. A back set by number 23, Maddie Whiting. And a kill by number 3, Allie Whiting for the Conquerors. Number 3 is a sophomore this year at West Florida Baptist Academy. She's been playing volleyball since her 7th grade year. And a serve by number 15, Sarah Spade. I do believe she's also been playing since her 7th grade year. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive. And serving number 15, Sarah Spade. 15 serving 8. And number 13 sends it to number 1 to send over to number 9. Number 0 sends it to number 23 to send to number 14, Janelle Riley. And she spiked it over. It is able to be returned by the Warriors. Another spike by number 14. And it's out of bounds. It's going to go to the Warriors. Going in for number 14, Janelle Riley, is number 1, libero, Alyssa Johnson. And serving number 4 for the Warriors. 15 serving 9. Serving number 4. And an ace for number 4. All right, serving number 4. One sends it to number 23 to send to number 3. And it doesn't pass the net for the Warriors. It goes back to the Conquerors. Serving number 3, Allie Whiting. 16 serving 10. Still a 6-point lead for the Conquerors. And number 5 sends it to number 4 to send to number 0, Ariana Gonzalez on the Conquerors. Number 3 is going to set it to number 14 for a tip. And it goes back to number 1, libero, Alyssa Johnson. And a tip spike by number 14 hits the net on the Conquerors. A point for the Warriors. Serving number 9. 11 serving 16. There's still a 5-point lead with the Conquerors. And a save by number 23, Maddie White. And that was quite a save. I was definitely expecting that to be out of bounds. And number 23 sends it over the net to the Warriors side. Hit over by number 8. And number 3 is going to send it to number 18 for a spike. And it's out of bounds. It's going to go to the Warriors. 17-12. Or 16-12, sorry. Number 0 sends it to number 3. He's going to set it to number 1, libero, Alyssa Johnson for a spike. And sent over by number 4, but number 18 is going to send it to number 3 to back set to number 23. Pass by number 18 to number 3, back to number 23 for a spike. And that's a point for the Conquerors. That kill by number 23, Maddie Whiting. 17-12, and going in for number 0, Ariana Gonzalez, is number 22, Hallie Hartman. And going in for number 9 is number 7 on the Warriors, and serving number 18, Emily Minter for the Conquerors. Serving number 18. And 1 sends it to number 3. And number 1 sends it back to number 22. And that's a kill by number 22, Hallie Hartman. Serving number 18, Emily Minter. 18 serving 12, serving number 18. All right, serving number 5. 13 serving 18. Still a 5-point lead we're seeing from the Warriors. All right, serving number 5. And a spike by number 22. And it's a kill by number 22, Hallie Hartman for the Conquerors. I believe that's the second kill. Second or third this set for Hallie. Serving number 1, libero Alyssa Johnson. And number 5 sends it to number 4 to send to number 1. Attempted spike. It's out of bounds by the Warriors. Another one for the Conquerors. 20 serving 13. Serving number 1, libero Alyssa Johnson. And number 4 sends it to number 8. Is sent back on a spike to the Warriors. And just a pass in it for the Warriors. A tip by number 15. 15, Sarah Spade. A tip, and going into number 18, the lead mentor is number 32, Eden Hartman. And serving number 1, libero Alyssa Johnson. 21 serving 13. Number 4 sends it to number 1 for a spike. And that's a kill by number 1 for the Warriors. Serving number 1. Number 32 sends it to number 3 to send to number 15. And number 5 sends it to number 1 to send over to the Conquerors by number 8. And a spike by number 15 is returned by the Warriors. Spike by number 23. And that's a kill by number 23, Maddie Whiting. We're seeing lots of kills by number 23. So number 23, Maddie Whiting. And number 7 sends it to number 1 to send to number 4. And number 23 sends it to number 3 for a spike. 32 sends it to 23 to send to number 3. It is a point for the Warriors. Attempted spike out of bounds, or attempted kill out of bounds by number 3, Allie Whiting. And it goes back to the Warriors. Still a 7-point lead by the Conquerors. And going in for number 8 is number 13. Serving number 13. All right, serving number 13. And number 1, libero is going to send it to number 23 to send to number 22. And that's a kill by number 22, Hallie Hartman for the Conquerors. We've also been seeing a lot of kills by number 22. Serving number 22, Hallie Hartman. 23 serving 15. And number 15 sends it to number 22. Set by number 4 for a spike, and that's a kill by number 4 for the Warriors. A point for the Conquerors. And going in for number 22, Hallie Hartman, is number 0, Ariana Gonzalez. Serving number 3. And number 0 sends it to number 1. A save by number 1, hit over by number 15, Sarah Spade. And number 1 sends it to number 5. And that's the point for the Warriors. I believe a kill by number 3. Maybe serving number 3. Number 1 sends it to number 32 to send to number 15. A spike by number 15. All right, number 1's going to send it to number 9. And out of bounds, the point goes to the Conquerors, 24-17. Conquerors still have a 7-point lead, and going in for number 1, libero Alyssa Johnson, is number 15, or number 14, Janelle Riley. Serving number 15, Sarah Spade, and hits the net. 18-24. Serving number 4. And Rozier sends it to number 1 to send to number 14. Number 23 sends it to number 3 to set to number 23. And a point for the Conquerors. That kill by number 23, Maddie Whiting. And that is set. We'll be back shortly for set number 3. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, your secret's safe with me. Trust me. No, yeah, you can trust me. Don't worry. You can tell your sister and your mom. Okay, I will. Because sometimes like sometimes you get out of school and it comes like 10. Yeah, I know. I got you on that one. That's what I was just saying in that conversation. Yeah. I may tell Morgan. I don't care. That's what I'm saying. Like you can tell Morgan and your mom. I probably will tell Morgan for sure. Yeah. Hey, Mom, I don't care. Okay. Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, it's true. My mom doesn't really. Morgan doesn't have a specific bedtime, but she usually goes to bed around 9:30 to 10ish. I go to bed around anywhere from 10:30ish to like 1. Well, there's like times that like where we should be in bed, but not like necessarily. Not all night. I wouldn't even think staying up super late because it's probably not going to be good for me early in the morning. But I don't have like, oh, you have to go to bed here. So that's all I wanted to tell you. Yeah, that's so nice of you. So were you afraid that Daniel was going to say something? Yes, I was. Oh, Daniel. Yeah, of course. Does Daniel tell all your secrets? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, we're back for the third set. If the Warriors come back in this, win this one, it's going to be another set. But if the Conquerors win this one, that will be the final set of the night. Starting off the serve is number 3, Allie Whiting for the Conquerors. Allie Whiting, number 3. All right, number 9 is going to send it to number 1 to send to number 9. And number 3 sends it to number 1 to send to number 4. A save by number 1. And number 3 sends it to number 1 to send to number 9 on the Conquerors. To the Conquerors, I mean. And the first point goes to the Warriors, 1-0. Serve number 4 for the Warriors. And hits the net, it goes to the Conquerors, 1-1. If you weren't here for set number 1, it was won by the Conquerors, 25-18. 18, I believe, and the second was 25-11. I might have that mixed up, but I know that was the score for both of them. And number 1 sends it to number 14, Chanel Riley, to set 2, number 3, Allie Whiting. And a point for the Conquerors, a tip. 2-1. Serving number 18, Emily Minter for the Conquerors. Emily Minter. And number 13 sends it to number 4, sending it to number 5 for a spike. And it hits the net by the Conquerors. A point for the Warriors. It's now tied 2-2. Again, if you weren't here for set number 1 and 2, it was both won by the Conquerors. And the point goes to the Conquerors. Going in for number 14, Janelle Riley, is number 15, Sarah Spade, and serving number 1, Libera Alyssa Johnson. And number 5 sends it to number 8. All right. Number 2 is going to send to number 7. And number 4 sends it over to the Conquerors side. Again, it is a 1-point set. And a tip by number 22, Hallie Hartman, 4-2. And serving number 1, Libera Alyssa Johnson. Number 2 sends it to number 23 to send to number 3. A spike by number 23. Sent back over by the Conquerors. And number 23 sets it to number 15 for a spike. And number 4 sends it to number 1 for a tip. And it is returned by the Conquerors, but does not pass the net. Point for the Warriors. Right now the score is 3-4. Still in the lead by 1 point is the West Florida Baptist Conquerors. Serving number 5. Serving number 5 for the Conquerors. All right, some new people have joined since I mentioned about the previous scores. The JV match was won by the Warriors, but set 1 and 2, and set 1 and 2 for the varsity match has both been won by the Conquerors so far. And right now the Conquerors are ahead by 2 on this third set. And number 8 is going to send it over to the Conquerors side. Number 18, Emily Minter, sends it to number 23 for a spike by number 15, Sarah Spade. And a kill by number 15, Sarah Spade for the Conquerors. Serving number 5. All right. All right, now serving number 23. And number 7 sends it to number 4 to send to number 8 for a spike. And it hits the net by number 4 on the Warriors. A point for the Conquerors. 7-3. Serving number 23, Maddie Whiting. Serving number 23. And number 8 sends it to number 3. And a point for the Conquerors. A kill by number 23, Maddie Whiting. It's now 8-3. Conquerors have a 5-point lead, and PCA Warriors are going to take a timeout. We'll back shortly for the rest of set number 3. All right, we're back, and serving for the Conquerors is number 23, Maddie Whiting. All right, serving number 23. And it is out of bounds by the Conquerors by number 23, Maddie Whiting. The serve was just out. It just passed the net. Or just past the line. And serving number 1 for the Warriors. And a spike for number 5. And 1 sends it to number 23 to send to number 15. And what was looking like a kill by number 15, Sarah Spade, was returned by the Warriors. And hits the net by number 23, Hallie Hartman. A point for the Warriors. Serving number 1, 5, serving 8. Serving number 1. And the point goes to the Conquerors. The serve was out of bounds by the Warriors. Nine serving 5 and hits into the crowd by the Warriors. An ace by number 22, Hallie Hartman. 10-5. And number 3 sends it to number 11 to send to number 4 on the Warriors. And a spike by number 22, Hallie Hartman. And it's a point for the Conquerors by number 22, Hallie Hartman. And going in for number 8 is number 13. And serving number 13 for the Warriors. The Conquerors. Going in for number 1, Libera Alyssa Johnson, is number 14, Janelle Riley, and serving number 15, Sarah Spade. 11 serving 6. Conquerors in the lead by 5 points. And serve is out of bounds. It goes into the out of bounds section of the court. And serving number 3 for the Warriors. 7 serving 11. Conquerors still holding their 4-point lead. And attempted kill by number 3 is out of bounds. The point goes to the Warriors. Serving number 3 for the Warriors. Serving number 3. And number 1, Libera Alyssa Johnson sends it to number 23 to send over to number 3. And it's a point for the Warriors. Serving number 3, 9 serving 11. Conquerors holding their 2-point lead. 23 sends it to number 22. Number 3 sends it to number 11 to send to number 5. Is returned by number 1, to send to number 18 to send over to the Warriors side by the Conquerors. And a set by number 11 to send to number 3. A 9 for a tip. Number 3 sends it to number 11 on the Warriors for a spike by number 4. And it goes straight to the ground. A kill by number 4. Serving number 4 for the Warriors. Serving number 3. And number 23 sends it to number 3 for a set over to the Warriors side. Save by number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson sends it to number 22, Hallie Hartman. Number 3 sends it to number 11 to send to number 15. Number 23 sends it to number 3. Out of bounds by number 13, a point for the Conquerors. 12-10, Conquerors still holding a 2-point lead. And going in for number 3 is number 2. Serving number 3, Allie Whiting for the Conquerors. Number 13 sends it to number 5. Sends number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson to send to number 3, Allie Whiting to set to number 14, Janelle Riley, and a kill by number 14, Janelle Riley for the Conquerors. 13-10. Serving number 3, Allie Whiting. Conquerors still retaining their 3-point lead. And hits the net by number 3 on the serve. Point for the Warriors. Serving number 4. And number 4 sends it over the net and out of bounds by the Conquerors by number 1. An ace for number 4. Serving number 4 for the Warriors. And number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson sends it to number 3 to send to number 23, Maddie Whiting, and a kill by number 23, Maddie Whiting. 14, serving 12. And serving number 18, Emily Minter for the Warriors. And number 5 sends it to number 4, sent to number 11, and it hits the net. It goes back to the Conquerors. 15 serving 12, and serving number 18. Serving number 18, Emily Minter. And a spike by number 5 sends it over to the net. 16-12. Conquerors retaining their 4-point lead. Serving number 18, Emily Minter, still for the serve. And number 2 sends it to number 4 to send to number 11. Number 3 sends it to number 14, spike. But number 14 is out of bounds. Point for the Warriors. So serving number 9. Serving number 9 for the Warriors. Conquerors still retaining their 3-point lead. And going in for number 13 is number 8, I believe. And number 3 is going to set it to number 22 for an attempted kill. And a kill by number 22, Hallie Hartman. 17-13. And going in for number 9 is number 7. And going in for number 14, Janelle Riley, is number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson. Serving number 1. 16, serving 13. And number 7 sends it to number 4. Number 18 sends it to number 3 to send to number 15. And a point, a kill by number 15, Sarah Spade for the Conquerors. Serving number 1, Libero Alyssa Johnson. Serving number 1. Number 7 sends it to number 3 to send to number 11. Number 18 sends it to number 3 to send to number 23. 8 sends it over to number 15 for a block. And number 18, Emily Minter, sends it to number 3 to set to number 22, Hallie Hartman. Another kill by number 22, Hallie Hartman, 19-13. All right, and the Warriors are going to take their timeout. We'll be back shortly for the rest of set number 3. All right, starting 1, Alyssa Johnson for the Conquerors. And number 0 sends it over to the Warriors side. Number 4 sends it over to number 8 to send to number 15. And it's hit by number 5 for the Warriors, 14-9. And moving in for the Warriors is a number 5 for a serve. And a point for the Warriors. 15 goes to block it, but does not quite make it pass to the other side of the net. Serving number 5, 15 serving 19. The Conquerors still retaining their 4-point lead. And that's an ace. Goes straight to the ground. An attempted save by number 23, but an ace for number 5. 16 serving 19. Serving number 5. And number 23 sends it to number 9 to send to number 15. For the Conquerors, killed by number 3, Allie Whiting, 20-16. Serving number 23, Maddie Whiting for the Conquerors. Serving number 23 and number 5 sends it to number 4 to send to number 11. And hit out of bounds by the Warriors. Point for the Conquerors, 21-16. Serving number 23, Maddie Whiting. And number 7 sends it to number 11 to send to number 7, but it hits out of bounds. Point for the Warriors. Or for the Conquerors, sorry. 22-16, still a 6-point lead by the Conquerors. We've had some new people join since I announced the past scores of this evening. Both 1 and 2 was won by the Warriors for JV. And for Varsity, both set 1 and 2 have been won by the Conquerors. And now it's currently 23-16 Conquerors for set number 3. Serving number 23, Maddie Whiting. And number 7 sends it to number 4 to send to number 11. Number 23 sends it to number 3. And 8 sends it to number 11. Send to number 1 on the Conquerors. And hit over by number 23 on the Conquerors. And number 1, Alyssa Johnson sends it to number 23, Maddie Whiting. And number 8 sends it to number 32, Eden Hartman for a set by number 23. Quite a volley we have here. A spike by number 15. Does it pass the net for the Warriors? Spike or kill by number 15, Sarah Spade, 24-16. And serving for match point is number 23, Maddie Whiting. Serving number 23 for match point. And number 0 is going to send it to number 23 for a spike by number 3. A push over by number 4. 24-16. And it hits the net by the Conquerors. 17-24. Still a 7-point lead by the Conquerors. And going in for number 11 is number 1. And that is the point by the Conquerors, and that is match 25-17. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow for the next set of matches.